Welcome to the Gateway Apartments and Townhome, formerly known as the Golden Gateway Center. When this community was originally developed in the early 1960s, 1% of the construction cost, approximately $1 million, was dedicated to the arts. We have numerous sculptures, paintings, and mosaic here on the community for your viewing pleasure. Walton Park is an award-winning 2-acre site designed by well-known landscape architect Peter Walker. The alpine meadow and mountains design uses the park to symbolize the meadow, and nearby skyscrapers are the mountains. We're proud to say that our park is included on tours and listed as one of San Francisco's most distinctively designed landscapes. The park was named after Sidney Grant Walton, a prominent banker, businessman, and cultural leader who played a vital role in the creation of Golden Gateway Center. In the 1950s, before the Golden Gate Center was built, the area was known as a warehouse and produce market. Today, the Colombo Market Arch is the only structural piece remaining from the old San Francisco produce market era. In 1962, a sculptural competition was held to locate a fountain that would complement the 2-acre landscape site. The Four Seasons, created by Francois Stali, was chosen as the central piece of art in this newly created park. The bronze and stone sculpture was cast in an Italian foundry, then shipped and installed on site. The artist didn't take into account the wind conditions in San Francisco. Sprays of gentle water often adorn picnickers on a warm summer day. Roland Peterson spent 6 decades painting the same subject matter. One of his famous paintings from the Picnic series is displayed at 440 Davis Court, the Vista East building. Peterson is said to play with hues the way songwriters arrange notes. His settings are festive, yet his figures are stiff, giving the painting a kind of nostalgic quality. Mark Adams was commissioned in the 1960s to create the Shooting Star Mosaic mural. This mural is prominently displayed in the lobby of Vista West at 550 Battery. It is listed as one of the top 9 mosaics in San Francisco. Adams established himself as a tapestry and stained glass designer before expanding to mosaics. His work can also be seen in the stained glass at Grace Cathedral. Adams passed away in January 2006 at his home in Noe Valley. Nearly everyone is familiar with Benny Bufano, a well-known Bay Area icon who taught at UC Berkeley and California College of Arts and Crafts. During the Great Depression, the WPA hired Benny to sculpt public art. He set about creating what is now known as huggable art. The penguins, which is one of the 8 animals sculpted, is displayed in the Davis Courtyard between Washington and Jackson. As the 1950s were unfolding, George Rickey turned from painting to kinetic outdoor sculpture and became a leader in the kinetic art movement that flourished in the 1950s and 60s. George Rickey's mobiles, formed mainly in stainless steel, are found in museums throughout the world. 2 open triangles, displayed in Sidney Walton Park, is an exquisitely engineered kinetic sculpture that integrates itself with the park environment. Some call it a playground for the eyes. The portrait of Georgia O'Keeffe was sculpted by Marisol Escobar in 1982 after visiting O'Keeffe in Mexico. She took pictures of the 90-year-old artist with her 2 pet show dogs and captured the image on cubes of wood and synthetic materials. Notice especially the hands of O'Keeffe on the cast bronze sculpture. They may seem forbidding, but notice how they are rubbed with love as children and adults inspect and play with this popular sculpture. Joan Brown was a native San Franciscan whose art was sometimes described as funky, casual, and spontaneous. Her pine tree obelisk, found in Sydney Walton Park, uses tiles to create mosaic images of local crab, lobster, and seagulls. Which came first, Walton Square's heart or the hearts commonly seen throughout San Francisco installed in 2004? Well, the answer is Jim Dine's bronze Big Heart on a Rock came first in 1984. Dine was known in the pop art world for his sculptures of hearts, a symbol he associated with the love of his life, his wife. His work continues to be prized by many museums around the world.